Hey guys, welcome to the Agents of Marvel after show here on the stream.tv. We're live. Join the hashtag on Twitter by using the hash Agents of Marvel and comment below with our questions on our YouTube video. I'm Clement Bryant, and today we're going to talk about all things MCU and Marvel and, you know, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 premiere, which was freaking amazing, guys. Wasn't it dope?
Incredible.
So cool. All right, so here with me are my co-hosts.
Hi, I'm Tatiana. I work on the Marvel Report with Clement, and I'm here to basically agree with everything he says, or slap him if I disagree.
Or I'll fire. It's all good.
Wait, what about me? You're not going to agree with everything I say?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Well, all right. Hi, guys. I'm Curt, and I might agree with some of what she says, most of what he says, but we'll wait and see.
I mean, I'm the smart one. No,
That's why you got to start this whole thing off. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll agree. Maybe I won't.
Please tell us everything about the Season 4 premiere of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
All right, so before we get into that, how did you guys prepare for the Season 4 premiere?
Oh, that's easy. I watched everything again because why not binge on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Right.
And no, honestly, you really didn't have to, for me anyway, I didn't have to do anything for, to get ready for Season 4 because I've been waiting for Season 4 from the second Season 3 ended because finally we get to move on from Grant Ward, which is all I cared about.
Okay, I'll give you that.
All I cared about.
Oh, no.
Oh,
come on, 3 seasons of some version.
I was not a fan of Ward, but I do think, it is sad that the actor is gone.
Oh,
I think that...
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
But I was done with it.
I don't know, dude. That Hive look at the end of Season 3, that kind of freaked me out because that makeup was so dope.
That was
you liked the computer generated? All right, see, I wasn't a fan of it. I liked it from when they showed it from behind, but when they actually showed his face, I was like, I wasn't too
I was
into
a fan
it.
of, like, the transformations, though. Like, that's what freaked me out.
Oh,
like,
sure.
the actual animations, like, whatever. But, like, when it was, like, Grant and then suddenly it's Tentacle Man, I was like, what?
But come on, when they showed us the commercial or the teaser that Ghost Rider was going to be in Season 4, I was very hesitantly excited for it.
That's the preparation I had to do.
That's the same thing I had because I was at Comic-Con when they announced it.
Yeah.
So, but I heard because, Andy at the Marvel Report, he heard some stuff and he was like, maybe this might happen. We don't know.
Oh, dang.
So
see, I wasn't around back then.
Sure.
I wasn't in the know.
Didn't you think Ghost Rider was going to show up anyway because of Hellfire in Season 3?
I don't know.
When he picked up that chain and it started flaming?
No, because I was still in the human storyline.
I really thought because
Hellfire. Honestly,
like,
my personal opinion is that Ghost Rider would be better served with his own Netflix series, like with the Punisher spin-off going on. And I'm hearing a lot of things from my friends and people in the Marvel community saying that,
his friends and
that this might be a spin-off.
Oh, that it's gonna, exactly. Tell us more about your friends in Marvel.
Tell us all about your inside knowledge.
Really? So Ghost Rider is just a stepping, or maybe just S.H.I.E.L.D. is just a stepping stone for Ghost Rider.
I would watch a Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider.
Oh, I would 100%. I am sold after this first episode.
I did have to read the Felipe Smith original run of Robbie Reyes because I hadn't read any Ghost Rider. Yeah. So I just finished reading it like last week.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and I was so glad that they went with Robbie Reyes instead of Johnny Blaze.
I mean, for all reasons that we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Nick Cage, both of the movies.
Oh God.
First one and Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, you can't. You can't rinse that out.
I'm like, I've been a fan of Johnny Blaze since I was 10 years old.
Sure.
So that wasn't the interpretation of Johnny Blaze that I was looking to see.
But were you hoping that they were going to finally get him right, or were you hoping like, all right, they screwed that one up enough. Let's go on to Robbie Reyes.
Well, Marvel has proven to me personally that they can take their characters and do them well.
Sure.
Like everything they're doing well. Like the new Spider-Man stuff. Like everything that I'm seeing so far. It's amazing.
Oh my God, Tom Holland looks great.
Everything about it.
I mean, I worked on one of the Tom Holland movies back before nobody knew him.
Oh, did you?
So,
really?
I was like, this kid's going somewhere. I worked on a movie called How I Live Now. It was a small indie movie, but back then I was like, this kid is gonna go places.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, obviously when he showed up as Spider-Man, I was like, sold. They got Spider-Man right. Let's do this.
But that's exactly why I think that it's good that it's Robbie Reyes and not Johnny Blaze. Because the newer characters, which are also the more diverse characters, are the ones that we need to get an avenue to.
Exactly.
To get them in movies, to make them popular.
And something that we'll bring up with Gabriel Luna last night
was amazing.
Yes.
Oh, he's perfect.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he was exactly what I wanted for both Robbie Reyes and for Ghost Rider, which is another hard thing to do, is to get both sides of that character right.
It's like the Spider-Man thing.
Oh my God, yes, like the final scene with his brother. It was such a shift.
Oh yeah, no, we gotta talk about that.
So let's move on to the S.H.I.E.L.D. recap.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so first things up, the darker tone. Guys, like, honestly,
Darker and
sexier.
But yeah, from the very
Seriously.
first scene, it really felt like not a brand new show, but you could
Right.
see like, oh, this is late night.
I thought
It's
it
late
was.
night
I mean,
time.
they wanted to show people this is
Yeah.
a brand new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They started with a perfect mixture of Chloe Bennett sex,
Right.
and then instant violence. Like they wanted everybody to know. You remember how we said it was going to be a little bit darker? This is how it's going to be a
For
little
the
bit
record,
darker.
I'm not a fan of either, like sexualizing women or violence.
Right.
But
No, but
like-
but the opening scene was good. Like especially the violence part of it.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of like a throwback to like Joel Schumacher's Batman, him getting ready.
Exactly.
And the last one, the one where of her eye, and she kind of just goes like, like with her eye. I was just like, yes, everything about it.
I mean, like, literally, and not that I'm trying to brag, I went to the season 4 premiere earlier this week.
Okay.
So,
It's like,
wait,
third
no.
not brag, third not brag.
Wait. Hey,
Keep count,
both of
keep
you.
Your
count.
friends from Marvel?
You guys keep count. Tell us what you
both
think in the
of
comments.
Okay, but no, like, when I saw that in the theater,
Yeah.
I was shocked because I was like, this isn't the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that
Right,
I've
definitely.
gone
I was invited to go to that.
I
I'm
was
so
speechless.
mad that I couldn't go to it because I wanted to see.
Well, I was not
that on the big
invited to
screen.
go to that, just for the record.
Last minute thing. We'll talk about it after the
All
show.
right.
I had a chance to invite you, and I
Maybe
was like,
maybe
no,
next
no.
premiere. Oh, thanks.
Hey,
Like,
that's messed up,
why,
bro.
That's why I
That's
don't agree
messed
with
up.
you. That's why I don't agree with you.
But yeah, I really like. Honestly, when I heard that they're moving to the 10 p.m. slot, that worried me
Death slot.
because
Yeah.
that slot exactly
Yeah.
like ABC 10 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Not just that, but and I'm sure we'll
Right.
talk about it later. But not just that, but they killed Agent Carter. Or yeah, they killed Agent Carter. They killed Marvel's Most Wanted.
Exactly.
They were cutting down to maybe ABC is not the right place for Marvel.
Right.
Right.
So let's throw them in the death slot. Let's do 10 p.m. on a Tuesday after Dancing with the Stars because you know that's a crossover audience.
Right.
Like it terrified me. I'm like, please don't just kill the show just to kill the show.
Right.
Now, though, again, I'm kind of hesitantly
Yeah.
excited that maybe it is better to be at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It is darker. It is cooler. It is more reminiscent of the Netflix shows.
Yeah, it feels like it has a
Exactly.
purpose. Like
Yeah,
that movie had
Exactly.
a purpose.
Yeah.
And the ratings came in this morning, and they did pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't checked.
They did, yeah.
3.6 mil.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Not too
All right.
bad.
Yeah, and it held over the first
the-
20 minutes of Dancing with Stars.
Exactly.
So that's pretty good. You can't beat that.
Exactly.
But yeah,
So
yeah, from the darker times slot or darker tone
Yeah.
to the thing that I was really worried about. Like I said, I was excited about Ghost Rider, but I was really worried that it was going to become Ghost Rider and his Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like it was just going to be.
I was worried about that too.
Yeah, I
Really?
was like,
Like-
are they going to have like Coulson just pop in every now and like, hey, Ghost Rider, thank you. Like
I thought they did a great
welcome
job
to level
mixing
7, which
Daisy's
we gotta talk about
story.
later.
Oh
Daisy's
God, yeah.
Yeah. But,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, by having Daisy get away from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and
Yeah.
if she's the one tracking down Ghost Rider, it really does mix them two together, and it helps bring Daisy back to the heart of the show. I think.
Oh, definitely.
Which
Exactly.
it was for the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I was
in
gonna
my
say, the
opinion.
show was about her, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
last season, it was like she sort of got lost, not just because she was literally brainwashed by
completely got
Hive,
lost.
but also she
Yeah.
was sort of overshadowed by a bunch
Right.
of other moving
Totally.
parts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I did feel that way in
Mm-hmm.
season 3, but I kind of liked it because I
Whoa.
like.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong. I love Chloe Bennett. I'm a huge fan of Chloe
Yeah.
Bennett. But
Oh, sure.
after 2 seasons of seeing her be the center point of it, it was nice to see more Mac.
I do
get
agree
more
with
into,
that.
Definitely more Mac. Mhm.
Like
More Fitz, more Simmons. Simmons carried that full
Definitely.
episode
Right.
on the
That was a
Pond
great
Mavis,
episode.
and
Yeah.
it was brilliant. And I was
It's
like, cool.
amazing.
She proved that she can hold an entire episode.
right.
Yeah.
It was super.
But-
I love that.
all right,
It
so
made me
you-
cry. Actually.
Oh,
Yes,
Like,
same.
totally.
And
Yeah.
I totally
And I don't cry.
felt like the relationship that they developed with her and Will over the course of that
Oh
episode.
man, that was brutal to
I-
watch.
Oh yeah.
I got
Totally.
Because
invested in both, in him and then in her relationship with
Yeah,
him
but it
over the course
sucked
of that
because
one. Yeah.
Fitz. Come on,
Yeah.
Fitz is back
But
there.
yeah, but like you
Right.
knew that was going to work out, it's not
well,
like
sure, but no one wants to see that.
We're
no one
cursed.
wants to
So
see
I
that.
wasn't the only one that was worried that it was going to be Ghost Rider
Mm-hmm.
No,
and his Agents
not
of
at all.
S.H.I.E.L.D. All right,
Not
good.
at all. So, speaking on this whole darker tone aspect and
Yeah.
the shift. So, the new director, and Simmons.
Yep.
Yes.
Guys, I gotta tell you, I don't know. The new director, see him, Jason Momoa right there, is trying to break up the band.
Oh,
Yeah.
he broke up the
Like-
band.
Yeah.
He split
Yeah.
them up. Not only split them up physically, he gave them different clearance levels to split them up.
And they're not
he's
level,
messing
they're
with
not
them.
levels or numbers anymore. They're
Right.
colors.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
That's
What?
So what did it? Was the rainbow what?
It was like the rainbow.
the spectrum, the clearance spectrum or something like that.
The
right?
spectrum. What is it? The
Rainbow
spectrum of trust or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like I was like,
That's
was
just
like-
like that's some kind of like passive aggressive.
We didn't want people to feel less than.
Yeah.
I feel less than.
yeah.
That was
so
great.
good.
And
Yeah.
then she was like, and then May was like, wait, shouldn't red be higher
than
Right.
orange?
They're like, well, no. And Simmons is like,
So good.
well, orange is a mix of red and yellow. And I was like, damn, Simmons, what the hell?
All right.
Yeah, there was actually.
No, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
she
go
said
ahead.
that was like the crux of the episode for me, like just showing like where S.H.I.E.L.D. is and like why all of our members are disbanded.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And it's frustrating to watch them be at odds. But
Yeah.
I think that scene and plenty of others showed that it's going to open up avenues for new dynamics.
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know the band will
So,
eventually get
of
back
course.
together
Oh, yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
But I really liked Simmons, her title.
Yeah.
The
what is it?
Special
Well,
Advisor
advisor to
Director
Director
of Science
Science
Technology.
Technology.
And then Fitz is just
Yes,
like,
sadist.
sadist. So
This
brilliant.
was so on point this episode.
I do. It
Oh.
was so good.
Yes.
They spread out the jokes to everybody. Matt got a good one with like, they're not my brothers. Colson got a good one with like, what are you, Hemingway?
Hemingway,
Right. Like
yeah.
everybody got
Yeah.
a good joke in. And
Yeah.
they could show that we can be dark, but it's still the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. you
Right,
love. It's
yeah.
still
Exactly.
all the characters that you love.
Speaking of, I don't think I've ever seen Elena be like as flirtatious and
Oh
just
my
as
God.
like,
She came
just like,
on.
yeah, she was just
Yeah, where did that
in
come
there
from?
with Mac.
She
It
was like, you don't have to
amazing.
look at a satellite to ask me out again.
Yeah,
I was like,
and not just
damn.
because she's so straightforward with Mac, like, let's do this thing, which is great. They should
Right.
do this thing.
Totally.
But
I'm
also,
with you on that one.
The fact that she was also working with Daisy, like, on the sly, was, like, such a surprise to me, but, like, in
Oh,
a
yeah.
good way.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That was shocking.
When they
to me.
showed Daisy texting, I'm like, who's she texting? She's running from everybody. And she said she didn't want to have any connections.
Right.
Although
And
it's
then it
kind
was
of
Yo-Yo.
like, oh, you're like, I just don't want to feel connected to people. That's why I'm hanging out with you, because I have no connection
You know, I
to you
hate people.
whatsoever.
I like you. Yeah, that's true.
Totally. And just that scene where they're in the med lab between May and Simmons, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
where's this new Simmons coming from?
Simmons was on
I was
point.
like on point. Elizabeth Henstridge is amazing
Oh, she's brilliant.
in this role.
But I do agree with you completely. Like, if this season doesn't have a Mac and Yo-Yo hookup episode, get together episode,
Yes.
ship episode, whatever you want to
Yes.
call it, it needs to happen.
demand
Okay.
it.
The
One question-
fans demand it.
Exactly. okay.
At least these three fans.
Yeah,
demand
just
it. I
us.
don't know
Water.
about y'all.
Thanks,
you can tell
guys.
us. Hashtag
Okay.
Agents of Marvel.
Exactly.
Hashtag Xavier Martin. You guys definitely should be. If you guys have any questions, let us know. That now is your chance. Hashtag Agents of Marvel. Let us
Guys,
know.
you have the three, in my opinion, both of these guys are amazing with their Marvel knowledge, okay?
As are you, my friend.
He's
As
the
are
most
you.
amazing.
I
Well, I
mean,
don't know. Maybe
well,
you're
no.
amazing too.
No,
No,
I'm not going to
he's
see my own
amazing.
horn with
Just
this.
right now.
he
just
impressed
letting
me.
you know.
So one question for you guys before we get into the
Oh,
next one.
please. Yeah, what's up?
Okay,
God, pop
so
quiz.
Mac and Elena,
Yeah.
ship name. Mac and Elena or Yo-Yo Ma?
Yo-Yo Ma. Come
Yo-Yo
on.
Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Completely Yo-Yo Ma.
Now it's going
Like,
to be a
that's
problem when I'm
perfect.
making my gifts on Tumblr, because then, you know,
Right.
the tag is going to
Hashtag
be a
Yo-Yo
little,
Ma.
yeah.
No,
But
like-
they're like,
I gotta ask, did you actually just come up with that? Because if you said that was brilliant.
So what? So Lauren Galloway at the Marvel Report was live tweeting for it,
Oh.
and I was watching the I was watching the Twitter feed as she was live tweeting from my office. So I was like, okay, and I was looking at the ship name, and I was like, Mac and Elena or Yo-Yo Mac
Yo-Yo Mac. Oh, and then you
or
shortened
Yo-Yo
it.
Ma?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I was like,
Well, Yo-Yo Ma is an artist, like
Yo-Yo
some
Mac-
kind of
Yo-Yo
international
Mac is
artist or
okay,
something,
too.
right? Too. But Yo-Yo
You guys
Mac,
can
yeah.
tell us
Yeah,
what you
Yo-Yo
think is
Mac.
best.
Yeah.
all right, so
As long as they get together. That's all I care about.
so next topic of the recap:
Yeah.
CGI transformation of Ghost Rider. Dude,
I was scared, but
yeah, like here we have him. Like, look at that,
Look at
guys.
that.
That is amazing.
And what you and I already talked about, if you ever see, and I'm sure you'll see it in a minute,
Right.
the comic book inspiration for it, it has the split right there.
Exactly.
I mean, the details that they went in, besides just the jacket and the outfit and everything, that split, everything, it already beat Nicolas Cage. One of my
Oh, for
favorite
sure.
things.
20 minutes.
Oh, and yeah, exactly. And one of my favorite things was in the Nicolas Cage movies, every time the Ghost Rider would talk, the skull would talk. It was awkward because it's
Back
all
to
weird.
hell.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what
It was
the-
all weird jaw thing, and I was like, how are they gonna get by that? Oh, just don't have him talk. He's scarier. It put chills down my spine. I was like, this
Yeah.
is perfect.
And in the comics, he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
He has
I mean,
an
you
inner
think
monologue
you'd be too
with
consumed
Eli, but
by
that's about it.
vengeance to be
Exactly.
talking.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not
So-
chatty.
And he's just like
Yeah.
looking at Quick, and he's just like, I was like,
That was, yeah.
Damn.
definitely
So
creepy.
good. And all right, so let me ask you this then.
All right.
How often do you think they're going to do it per episode? Do you think we got a one shot per episode?
no.
I mean, maybe at
maybe
least
one or
one
two,
shot,
but they have to. I feel like at this point,
they can't spend that much time on it.
They can't spend that much time on it, but they got to give the audience a reason to tune in.
Sure.
They have to.
That's
Sure.
Like, honestly, I love Gabriel Luna, and once he was announced, I was like, okay, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean,
because
like,
I've seen his
yeah.
stuff. But as a S.H.I.E.L.D. fan and as a business and talking from a marketing perspective, because like you have to show somebody, you have to show them that. You have to give them a payoff.
Yeah.
So if he's not there, if it's just him and like talking heads all episode,
Right.
it's not going to work.
Which I thought was the perfect way to do the character in the first episode was you saw him behind the flames at the beginning, you knew he was coming back, and you're like, when it happens, it's gonna be badass. And then it happened, and I was like, yep, paid off completely.
Right.
And even just like the picking up of the pipe and then the pipe catching on fire. I mean, everything he picked up, the log or whatever, and it caught on fire. I was like, yes, every time. And even the car, I gotta say, like, I thought the car CG was pretty good. Like, there was one spot where
I was gonna say, there was one person who was like paper flames at your Halloween party.
Right.
Yes.
But like after that.
But overall,
Like,
yeah.
guys,
Yeah, it's fine.
Mark Kolpak and his partner Serena killed the VFX on that. Like that car flick, like in the first 10 minutes of it, the car flick went up and came down. You saw the flames inside the car.
It slammed.
Like,
you saw the engine underneath it. I
was
it.
like,
I'm like, I'm not a big on CGI in that like it doesn't affect me at all unless it's really terrible or like really good. So I would say this definitely veered more towards the really good. Like there were a couple moments where I was like, oh, that's nice.
Hashtag
and then
Green Lantern. But yeah,
And then
totally.
otherwise,
All right, so next topic. Differences between Robbie Reyes and Johnny Blaze.
Sure.
Okay.
Tell me,
kinda
because
touched
I
on
don't
it,
know.
but yeah.
So before the season 4 premiere, from the Comic-Con announcement all the way to the season 4 premiere, we were like, wait, shouldn't Ghost Rider have a motorcycle?
Motorcycle. I was just gonna bring that up. Yep.
Like, and you can see it here. So what we have here is in the middle we have a panel from you see Robbie in the car, but you see Johnny up there. That's Johnny Blaze, and then over here is Robbie Reyes to see the differences.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it confused a lot of not comic book fans because they were like, oh, that's weak. They don't have the motorcycle. And I'm like, it's a different character.
Yeah.
There's
Different
more
character.
than one Ghost Rider.
Exactly. There's like 5.
Yeah.
You have Robbie, you have Johnny, you have Danny, you have Alejandra. It's like,
My fave.
me too.
Really? Wow.
But yeah, so there's different Ghost Riders, just like the Green Lanterns. I mean, not to get off topic from Marvel, but there's different Green Lanterns.
Oh, sure.
So it's the same concept.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like while it would have been nice to see Johnny, I kind of dig seeing Robbie.
I
Yeah.
do too.
I
Like I said
dig
earlier.
seeing
I
Robbie.
definitely dig
Like,
seeing
I like the fact that they said, nope, we're making this our own Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
This is ours. You guys will love them. Trust us. And I think any fan or any Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan that wasn't a really big Marvel fan will
Right.
now go, oh,
They're
yeah,
gonna
that
wanna
was
check
cool.
them out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that car
exactly,
was cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. I love that it's like creating a path for new fans to find characters that are lesser known.
Yeah,
You know, you don't need to
definitely.
see the same 10 characters every single time.
Totally. All right, so TV verse.
Yeah.
As it relates to the Marvel MCU.
Tell
First
us.
question I'm giving you to Curt.
Alrighty.
So, will Coulson appear in the Netflix series Iron Fist?
Tell us.
Take it away.
Yes, I mean, I don't know, but
If you don't know, what are you doing here?
there's gonna be. I got a but. There's a but
Okay,
there.
all right.
I don't know,
All right.
but Jeff Loeb said that he made one promise to Clark Gregg. Clark Gregg's favorite character is Iron Fist.
Oh.
What's Netflix
Right.
doing? They're doing Iron Fist. So this is their chance to. And he said, he's like, I promised Clark Gregg I'd give him a cameo.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it's Coulson,
Right.
but it would be kind of.
It makes some sense for it to be Coulson.
Yeah, I mean, unless they
And
do
as
like a
long as
Stan
it's just
Lee
a
kind of a
cameo and it's
thing.
not going
Right.
to like take over a portion of
no.
the episode,
Right.
it is good to connect and remind audiences.
Yeah,
Like this is
exactly.
all one big
This is
universe.
connected.
And
Yeah.
we've made that a
And
cool
they
thing.
need to. They
So-
need to
Exactly.
connect. They need. I mean, they've already kind of connected the movies and the Netflix shows. You got to remember the redheaded stepchild of it and ABC's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You got to start
That's
bringing them
so
all
true.
in.
That is
Because
what they are.
honestly, Coulson was the fact of
Yeah.
phase 1.
Yeah.
So you have to bring him in.
He's the
You have to
reason I
connect it back.
watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just
Right.
kind of fell in love with the other characters, but I
Exactly.
started watching it for Coulson. And
Like, totally.
I mean, look, Nick Fury came back from the dead.
Right.
Coulson can come back from the dead. There's no reason why, even
Yeah.
if this, if sad, I hope it doesn't happen, but if the show gets canceled at the end of the season, which I really, really, really hope you
It
don't
would be
do
nice
that.
to see those characters.
Exactly.
doesn't get
Those
canceled.
characters can
Right.
still live on. I would like them to do both. I would like them to be on the show and live on in the movie.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah,
So,
I
other
think
shows.
it's a good chance. Is what I
yeah,
want to say.
I mean, I would love to see that because I will be freaking out. I'll be like, oh shit, he's here.
Yeah,
It'll be like that kind of
How
thing.
amazing would it be if he just popped up to be Coulson, like he was, like Agent Coulson, which we kind of didn't even talk about in the recap. He's no longer Director Coulson. Like we got the new director. He is Agent Coulson. He's back out there. He's running around with Mac. He's got the new crazy cool hand that does X-rays
shield
and the
coming in.
They haven't
shield.
started
amazing.
filming Iron Fist yet, right?
No, they've been filming.
Oh,
No,
they
they've
have
been filming.
They've been filming,
okay.
yeah.
So they might have already.
Because
it might have
there's been a
already
lot
happened.
of stuff. Because there was some set pictures that leaked.
Oh, that's right,
Colleen
duh, of
Wing that-
course.
which
I remember
was-
that, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so
Me
excited
too.
for Colleen Wing. So excited.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, please, Netflix has not done us wrong with the Marvel Universe.
So, throw to Netflix. Luke Cage, guys.
Yep, I was just gonna say that to you.
cannot
Dude,
wait.
Luke
You know what?
Cage is on another level. It is
All the
totally,
trailers look
trailers.
amazing,
It's
yeah.
like 90s hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Meets blaxploitation.
Yeah.
Meets comics.
From the
and
second,
The Wire.
from the
Yeah.
second you
Oh,
saw
The
him
Wire, definitely.
appear, I was like, he's getting his own show, right? We got to give him his
Yeah.
own show.
Yeah.
Because that's all I want now.
Guys, there's a quote in Luke Cage where he goes, "I'm going to tell Cottonmouth how to spell my name," and I was like, "Okay, done."
awesome.
I paused it. I was
Yeah.
like, "All right,
And I'm really
let's do
excited
it."
to see, because I know Claire Temple's going to actually be a regular in it, so I'm excited to see her actually get to have a life.
Totally.
And of course, Misty Knight. I cannot wait
I
to see
talked.
Misty Knight.
Oh, I'm gonna
I can't
do it.
wait.
I'm gonna do a little thing. So I talked.
Oh, what's
I
up?
talked to.
Oh,
I
yeah.
talked to her earlier.
Are you
last.
serious?
Yeah, I did. I
Whatever.
talked to her
Y'all are so
last
much
week
cooler than
on,
me.
Pretty
the,
nice.
on the red
I'm
carpet.
tired of this.
She's phenomenally
Yeah.
nice. And I said, I'm like, so Misty Knight, robotic arm.
What did she say?
Her husband just goes like gives me the death stare
Oh.
and then gives her the death stare, and she's like, I don't know. And I'm like,
But she
well,
said it like a robot,
I
implying
know,
that
seriously.
she's gonna
And I was
get
like,
the
I'm like,
robotic arm.
so, but your character, you're gonna
Yeah.
have a big arc, right? And she's like, oh, big arc. I think I can say yes to that. I mean, she was deathly
so
afraid
cute.
of
Right.
Marvel taking her out.
Okay, guys, so we all love Marvel and the Marvel logo, right?
Yes.
Totally.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. So, other shows that are in development at Marvel.
Oh, I thought you meant the literal Marvel logo.
Well,
Okay,
like,
sorry.
well,
Continue.
Marvel
I
logo.
It's a
also
pretty
love-
good logo.
I
It's
also
red and it's
love the
white. It's
Marvel
pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I like
Marvel.
it. Just
Okay.
a bunch of letters. Yeah.
So, New Warriors and Squirrel Girl.
I
shit.
wore my Squirrel Girl
Hey, she
pin
does.
as a kind of,
Hey, fist bump.
salute to Squirrel
There you go.
Girl.
All right. Let's
Love
go.
her.
I mean,
All I ask is that they space out the shows enough so that when I binge through like Luke Cage in 8 hours
There'll be
or
another
10
one
hours,
ready for
yeah,
you.
there'll be another one just waiting for me. I don't have to wait a year for the next one.
Yes.
Totally.
Well, now it seems there's like 5 in development
That's
from
what I'm
like different
hoping.
places.
Yeah, like,
so I
just
could
keep
definitely
plugging
have
them
it.
in.
wait, Cloak and Dagger is coming?
Okay, speaking of Cloak and Dagger, I'm
All right.
really excited for Cloak and Dagger. I think it could be great, but
Hell
it's
yes.
gonna be freeform, right? They're the ones.
Freeform.
Okay, so I love freeform because they will touch any topic. They
Sure.
will go
Oh,
as
yeah.
dark as they need to.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Exactly.
great. Now the problem with it's not a problem, but like what they have to do is really cast it well.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
'cause
definitely.
'cause
Totally.
You
I
need
was-
people
yes.
that have that range.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And
I was worried when you said the problem with it. I was like, good God, what is the problem with it already?
He's like, I hate it.
I know.
It's gonna be terrible.
Here's the problem.
No, it's-
I'll tell you what the problem
The
is.
potential problem.
Okay, good. Yes.
I'm gonna do one thing, and then we're gonna like casting for Cloak or
Oh,
Cloak and Dagger.
okay. Do you have
Dagger? Sarah Paxton.
Okay.
All the way.
Okay. I
Really?
can see
Yes.
that. I can see
Interesting.
that.
I
Sarah
like that. I
Paxton.
Okay,
like
but
that.
who's
For
Yes.
Cloak?
Yes.
All right. So wish list is Tyler Williams.
okay?
Wish list.
Yes.
Wish
okay.
list. That's my top.
Okay,
That's
okay.
my top. Next would probably have to be.
I love
what?
that because just like his regular person persona, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That he fits that so perfectly.
Exactly.
And then he has the range to do
Yeah,
it.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
And there was
I see what you're saying.
there was a dust up of him like doing a comic superhero show with Static Shock earlier last year.
Oh, okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know
was
that.
rumored for it because Jaden Smith went on Twitter and says, "Oh, my boy Tyler Williams is going to be Static Shock."
Really?
So we'll see. But I know we're veering off the path.
That's
but that
fine.
could be interesting.
Yeah.
So who knows? But other than Tyler, I would go with Trevor Jackson from American Crime.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I can
Totally.
see that. I mean, I don't have any prepared, so I'm basically
I
just
was just
nodding
kidding.
with
No,
all
no,
of this,
I
but-
agree with yours.
but
I
think
don't
they're good.
have anything prepared either.
But-
But it's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I would have to see more of his work, to be honest with you. But
And I would
yes.
have to see more of Sarah Paxton, just
Yeah.
because I don't know that much of her, except
Okay.
for Aquamarine,
Well.
and she was so great there.
Yeah. All right.
laugh. I
Upward
love
laugh. That's
Aquamarine.
great. So last two things for TV Universe. Killing Marvel's Most Wanted.
It was
I'm
mean.
still
It was,
pissed
it
about
was
that.
mean.
I mean,
that was a
still pissed
I
about that.
understand
Dick move,
just
Marvel.
because S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't doing like, it wasn't like setting the world on fire with ratings,
No.
and Agent Carter had just been canceled.
Yep.
So like, I understand why they wouldn't want to go forward with it, but like, they made such a big deal about it in the first place, and Bobby and Hunter left.
They
so
had-
it's like, you may as well have tried it.
Like,
But, you know.
honestly,
I mean-
like that last episode of the Spies Goodbye,
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell, guys?
I'm gonna miss them.
Look, Bobby was great.
I love
Hunter was
Bobby.
good. I thought he was fun.
Hunter's
I liked him.
Hunter's there for Bobby.
Was fantastic on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And
Yeah.
they said,
Killing it.
they're like, oh yeah, she's gonna be leaving, but don't worry, she's gonna get her own show. And I was
Right.
like, okay, but if she gets
And
her own
then
show.
walked down the axe.
And then they're like, oh yeah, she's not gonna get her own show.
Yeah.
So
Do you
bring
think
her the
they'll come
hell.
back?
That's what I was gonna say. Bring the hell back to
Bring
Agents
it
of
back.
S.H.I.E.L.D. I would love it if they did it as a mid-season finale.
Right.
She came in to rescue whoever. It doesn't matter who. Like she popped up to rescue
Yeah.
somebody.
Clement's friends, listen to him.
All the time.
Please, that's all I ask. I've
Bring
asked
her
2
back for the
things tonight.
mid-season.
I've not asked
Let's
for a
do it.
lot. But yeah, no, I was really surprised because I'm like, all right, they're gonna pick one to cancel. It's either gonna be Agent Carter or it's gonna be Marvel's Most Wanted. Now, granted, I never saw the pilot for Marvel's Most Wanted. Maybe it didn't transfer well. Like I
Right.
don't know.
Is
knows?
the pilot somewhere for me to watch?
I don't know.
'Cause I'll
We
do
should
that.
find out.
I'll
We
do
should
that.
try it. Let's find
Hey,
it.
friends at ABC, send us the pilot.
Yes.
Or
Exactly.
Marvel's Most Wanted.
I'll watch it.
We'll
I'll review
review
it.
it.
Yes.
Right. All right. So last thing,
Yeah.
Runaways.
Okay.
Yes.
I told you this. I don't want to offend anyone.
Well,
let's just say,
go.
Runaways. I told you this. I'm really excited. I just started reading it because I hadn't read it before, but everything I've heard about it is
I've
amazing.
not read it yet, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but I want to see how Josh Schwartz and Stephanie Savage handle this.
I think they will do
basically.
well
That's
because
what I
they've
wanna
done
see.
well with Gossip Girl. They've done well with the OC.
They have a proven track record.
They have a
Exactly.
proven
Yeah.
track record
Stuff
of
that
rich
shouldn't
white
work.
kids.
I agree.
That's
That's
what I'm
Like-
wondering about.
We can do it.
yes.
Can you
yes.
do other things, guys? I
Like-
believe
But-
in you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I was gonna try and argue that, but yeah, no, you're 100% right. I apologize on behalf of them. I don't know what to do with that.
Thank you. I accept their apology.
All right, good.
What are you guys going on here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. So the elephant in the room,
Yeah.
Oh God, what is it?
the movieverse.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
that elephant.
I mean, that's huge. That's
a
the
pretty big
centerpiece.
elephant.
Do we
Yeah,
have
makes
any?
the
Do we have any
room.
Marvel movies coming out soon?
Hashtag Doctor Strange.
Doctor
I
Strange.
can't just do 2 of these in a row, guys.
What's your problem with Doctor Strange?
All right, before we get to
also the white
Strange,
people.
because Strange is a big thing, especially
Sure.
related to S.H.I.E.L.D.
I was gonna say, how's it gonna relate to Shield? Yeah.
Right. That's going to be the last thing. Because
Okay.
definitely, because
I want to
everything
talk
that
about
happened
it.
last night.
I want to talk about it.
We should.
You know I want to
Okay,
talk about it.
so tying into S.H.I.E.L.D., Slovakia, of course, from Civil War.
Oh, sure. Right off the bat.
Right off the
I
bat,
loved
like
that.
5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Like,
And not just one. In case you missed the first one, now we're gonna have Max say it or whoever else said it.
Right.
I mean, they threw it in a few times to be like, hey guys, remember that one big movie that everybody saw, that everybody loved? Well, now it ties
That
into the show.
everybody loved.
It used to be that the show would tie into the movies.
Right.
Now it seems like the movies are tying into the show, which I think is smarter.
that's very good.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I want to see more MCU tie-ins.
Yeah.
Not so much, it's like, hey, Iron Man's here. They're
Right.
forcing him
It's
in.
better to see
But, like,
how
exactly.
the effects of the movie have consequences
Yes,
on the world. Like
exactly.
it's a
'Cause
real
it would.
world-building experience.
Exactly.
It's a full world,
for sure.
yes.
And even like Mac mentioned Atlanta, you signed the Slovakia Accords, and she was just like, I want you. I want you. Take me out. I'm like,
Because
Yeah.
it's just like part of daily life, so she doesn't care,
like
right?
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Slovakia
matter.
Accords.
This is not
Sign the shit and
relevant to
get
me.
out of here. It's fine. Okay.
So true.
So, Ultron.
Ada.
And
Ultron
Ada
Ada.
comparisons.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
We got Ada, the first
LED.
life model
Yes.
decoy.
First life model decoy.
There you go.
Unless Patton Oswalt was one, which there's a good chance he
Is that,
was.
I mean,
do you guys think that
come
that's
on.
possible?
Come
I mean,
on,
he
like-
said they have 13 versions of them. Like, he
Like
said
that's
it.
a huge, pretty
But then
huge
who
hit.
is who is smarter and like who got the one up on them?
I don't.
and did that LMD first?
I'm not writing this stuff. I'm just watching it.
I want to know the answers
Oh,
now.
sorry. Let me
No.
No, but
I want the
that is, we have a
answers.
great question from a loyal viewer,
Oh,
Ginny.
please.
Who wants to know, Ultron was not nude all the time, but other certain characters were a lot. Why? Which is Ada.
Because-
Why is Ada naked in the shower?
I got
and,
this.
Okay, you're
I
gonna
got
tell me.
this.
And
I got
why
this.
Ultron was a
Take it,
metal
Curt.
robot.
All right.
Have you seen Ada? No, come on. They said, look, we said at the very beginning.
Right, that they gotta be sexier.
Sex and
okay,
violence.
well, next up, then I want to see Robbie Reyes. All right, that's what I
I'm
want
not
to see.
saying
Like,
no
start,
to that. Go
Start
for it.
episode 2 with him in the shower.
fire?
And then we can talk.
It's just gonna
and
be
then
steaming.
And then yes.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Okay, that
That's
sounds
all
like
you.
every
That's
not
for you.
fantasy that
You
I've
see my
had.
face
Just,
right now? I don't know.
you
No.
don't want to see that? You don't want that for me? You
No.
don't? What? Don't you care about me and my feelings?
I mean,
I love you,
technically
Tucker.
they
No.
did objectify. You're right. Technically they objectified Ada, but they got rid of that objectification really quick with
Right.
Fitz's
I love
reaction.
Fitz's
What
reaction.
the hell?
Chucking the peanuts and
like,
just being like,
why is
and
she-
doing
she's
a
a
double
naked
block
robot?
so you
Why?
can't quite
Exactly.
see
That was
it.
great.
What the
I love-
hell?
He had the
Like, it was
appropriate
great.
response.
Well,
He had the appropriate response.
she's a she. She's definitely a she. Like, I mean, but you're right, Ginny. You are right. There
Totally
is some kind of double standard with female superhero characters and male superhero characters, not just their outfits, but their lack of outfits, apparently.
Thank you.
She's
All
right.
right.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yes.
What's
Can I-
in the box?
Thank you.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay.
Seriously.
Totally.
What the hell is in the box?
What is in the box?
Yes, I mean, you saw that,
That
you guys
creeped me out, man. Totally.
on my Twitter, Hollywookie, I said when I was rewatching the episode today, I was like, holy crap, they called the first episode The Ghost. Did they call it The Ghost because of Ghost Rider or because of the freaking ghost woman that came out of the box that made everybody go crazy killing everybody else?
Right.
Like, who's the woman? Obviously, there's a magic tie-in. That magic tie-in is going right up to Doctor Strange.
Exactly.
But who the F is this woman and why is she killing everybody?
Like, exactly. The actress is Lily Birdsell. So, and she's been cast as Lucy.
Lucy.
Who's
Lucy.
going to have a haunting presence in the season with Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
Is she like part of like one of the spirits? Or
Yeah,
like,
I think
like,
that's who she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think she's a spirit as well.
Exactly. And especially the fact that you see, like, a version of their eyes starting to crack.
Oh, yeah.
And especially with, like, Mads Mikkelsen and Doctor Strange
Right.
as Caecilius and his other followers. That's a direct tie-in to Strange.
I don't
as
want
far
to
as
get
I'm
too
Direct
far
ties.
from the objectification.
Sure.
Let me just say
No, yeah,
that
what's
many
up?
people in the comments are currently objectifying Clement, and I'm here for it. Clement, you look good on camera.
What,
Hey.
I just thought you should know.
well, that
I
just,
don't know about that.
I'm sure he's flattered.
that just makes me feel sad. That
You
just,
look good too.
Okay, I'm gonna
but,
put- I'm gonna
but
put-
I mean, can we really compare? Can we really compare? Look at that. Look at that.
hey,
I can't.
hey, I'm wearing an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shirt and I got a Hydra pin.
Hey.
I chose my outfit
Hey.
for you guys.
Hail Hydra, buddy.
Yes.
Hail Hydra. All right.
With these, I'm stuck with evil people all day long.
Well,
Hail Hydra. All right.
No.
So moving in, comic verse.
all right.
Okay, so Ghost Rider, Page the Screen. What do you feel like? How do you think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. nailed everything about Robbie Reyes from the comic to the screen? From like, everything
One of
like
the very
that?
first,
Look at that.
promo right there.
Yes.
When they showed that promo, which is a direct rip-off,
Look at
whatever, homage to the comic book, I was like, yep, I'm sold. They have every part of the look down right. Like I said, from the flame, every part.
Exactly. Like, look at, I mean, Ann Foley, costume designer on Agents
Oh,
of
God,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah,
she's
she's
incredible.
amazing.
Amazing.
It shouldn't
Completely
work.
amazing.
Yeah.
That costume should not work in real life. It should look
Totally.
derpy as crap.
Derpy?
But
Like, derpy, but it's like,
No, but they definitely made it work. They
Yeah,
definitely
they
worked.
did.
And just his personality, like the acting that he did. First, like he's so creepy as Ghost Rider, and then you see him melt, with his brother.
With
you
his
see his
brother.
home life. It's just one scene, but
Exactly.
I just really felt in that scene that he would do anything.
I do
for
like
his
the
brother.
fact that they
And-
brought the brother in as well.
Yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
just grab Robbie Reyes. They brought in the brother because, like you said, they got to humanize the character. Is he evil or is he really, really good that just happens to have this evil guy inside him?
totally.
And having Daisy's reaction there too really helps.
Oh, it was perfect.
Because it just
Oh, yeah.
shows you like how you're
That
supposed
he's
to feel
human.
about it,
Yeah,
in case you
exactly.
didn't know how.
I will
Exactly.
say I was surprised how quickly they showed that he was a good guy.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to drag
Totally.
it out like 3, 4, 5 episodes. He's going to be fighting with him, then see it. And like the brother would wheel up and be like, please don't kill him. And she'd be like, oh, okay, I won't. Like, I
Okay.
really thought they were going to drag it out
Interesting.
a lot longer than they did.
I think it
First
helps
episode.
that they didn't, just because you want to be able to empathize with him to some degree.
Oh, yeah,
And also
totally.
then
You
it's
have
even
to.
creepier when you see
Yeah.
him go back to the Ghost
Totally.
Rider side.
He's the badass
Yeah.
with the heart of gold.
Yeah.
Like he literally is. Like it's so well done.
Yo, audience, guys, hashtag Agents of Marvel. If you guys want to ask any questions about it, you have 3 knowledgeable Marvel people here. So we
Agents
can
of Marvel.
answer
Yeah.
most
We'll talk
anything.
about it.
So
Yeah.
it's good. All right, so next thing, we're going to get a little bit off topic of Marvel.
Uh-oh.
A little bit.
Oh,
Okay,
all
okay,
right.
good. I was
But
like,
it's
wait,
still
I got something
related
to
to
say.
Marvel.
How
I
off
got
topic are
something
we
to say.
getting?
Still related to
Okay.
Marvel. Adrian Pilecki has a comic coming out.
Yes,
With her brother.
with her brother.
Yes.
No Angel.
Yep.
It's
Coming
going to
out
be great.
November 30th on Black
There it
Mass
is.
Comics.
Yep.
Right there.
So,
It looks awesome.
It looks
Yeah,
great.
no
Like
Angel.
the synopsis was great. I don't know if you know the synopsis.
Tell us.
Sure, I will. A woman named Hannah Gregory, an Iraq war veteran, who returns to her small town following her father's murder.
Aw.
Hannah quickly realizes that all is not as it seems, and
Right.
that she may in fact be descended from an ancient race of superhumans
Damn.
foretold in Sumerian tablets in the Book of Genesis. I mean,
Sumerian tablets in the
yes,
book of Genesis.
Like,
Okay.
It sounds
I
like
mean,
it sounds like Adrian is a comic book fan,
Yeah.
or her brother, or both.
Right.
And it sounds like it's going to be great, and I can't wait to read it.
yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, they dropped the news on EW. It was pretty cool. All right, guys. So, hero villain of the week, Ghost Rider.
It's Ghost Rider.
Are we sure it's
Ghost Rider image.
Is it?
Come on.
Do we have other
Come
heroes
on.
that it could possibly be? No, I really.
How about
I should've-
Nathanson? It's Nathanson. I'm choosing that.
I think it's
Nathanson.
Ada.
guy.
It's Ada.
No.
She was
Ada.
amazing. No, okay. It's obviously
Ada.
obviously Ghost
It's
Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ada.
Obviously.
Aiden.
100% Ghost
All
Rider.
right.
And hero and villain of the week.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider gets both.
Exactly, because we know that he's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that, but the S.H.I.E.L.D. people don't.
I mean,
No one in the show knows yet.
he ripped a guy's spine out.
And ripped him in half. And
Yeah.
then you saw a huge hole in the middle of him.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bleed. I was like,
It was so well
what
done.
the
Yeah.
So well done.
so good.
Yeah.
Um,
Terrifying, but well done. And
Totally.
that's a great parallel too, because it's like our characters don't know that he's the anti-hero. They think he's
Right.
the villain, but we know he's an anti-hero. And at the same time, other characters, like the people in the universe, don't know that Quake is actually a hero. You know,
Right.
just other
Exactly.
people, they think
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
the villain.
She's a hero.
So it's like, oh,
we'll
Robbie
see,
and
man.
Daisy
I mean,
have
look
so
at
many
him.
parallels.
That would scare the shit out of me if I
Well,
saw that in
yeah,
person.
Obviously, I would.
Like,
I would
I
definitely
would be
not be like, oh, what a nice guy.
I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? And what's going on with your flaming
And
skull?
speaking of
It's
Quake
great.
being possibly the villain, she's only going after the Watchdogs. I'm glad they
Right.
kept the Watchdogs around.
Yes.
I think
Totally.
the director's going to be connected to the Watchdogs.
Oh,
I'm calling
he
it
has
now.
to be. He has
I'm
to be.
calling it now.
He can't be like a good,
don't-
well-intentioned,
He's going to be some
misguided-
really weird, right-wingy Donald Trump asshat connecting to the Watchdogs.
Hopefully, by the time
Okay.
that comes around.
I like the point that you just brought up. Do you think he'll be connected to Titus Welliver's character from season 3? Agent Blake.
Yes, that would be fantastic. I think they have to tie him in somehow. There's
Yeah.
got to be conflict more than he's the director, you're no longer the director, Coulson.
Yeah.
There has to be more conflict.
And I think
Right.
that you still want to see more consequences from the previous
Oh, yeah.
seasons.
Right.
Because it's such a disconnect already,
Yeah.
you know, that you want to be able to pull them back together.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's exactly what I was, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
sorry.
agree with
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I
should've
agree
let
with
you
you.
say it.
I want to get in the middle of this.
This is
I want to get in the middle of this. I
perfect.
feel shut out here.
Well, that's
Yes.
because you're over there on the leader
Yeah.
side.
You're getting
going on?
called out on
Here,
YouTube.
Tell us everything that you think, Clement.
He's the host with the most.
Yeah,
Come on.
that was at the most.
No.
Also, you're a hunk.
Woo!
But
Not
we
really.
already knew that.
Hashtag not really.
Hey, that was from my mom.
Not really.
Hashtag not really. Okay, guys, so agents to check in, comments and fan talk. Think we're going to break for a little bit to see what's going on?
Let's find out.
break
Let's
for
see
a
what's
little
going
bit.
on with the comments. All right. So, what do we have here?
What do we have? Lots of people liking you.
I know. Is
Well,
there anything
it's not about
besides
me.
Clement stuff here?
It's definitely not about me. So,
Nick loves you.
we have an interesting comment on the YouTube stream from Holiday Evolution.
Okay.
They said, I wish they would merge the TV shows and the movies, like we've been talking.
Oh.
We agree.
So,
Yeah.
on that note, how do you think we can go about that? Like how Marvel can go about integrating the universes better?
Well, I think they can
mean-
start by having characters from Netflix and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. make cameos in the movies. And
mean,
it
I
doesn't
think
have to
that's
be
right.
like
It's going in that
announced. It doesn't have to be
direction
like announced
I mean,
cameos or anything.
right,
but
exactly.
Just like they can show up in
Yeah, it's
just a
going in
scene
that direction.
Right. And my whole thing is with the Defenders,
Yeah.
especially with Infinity War, you have the opportunity to bring in all the characters.
Right.
And they
Like,
are. They're bringing
They,
everybody.
well,
That's where Coulson's going to show up. I know he is.
I don't know
it.
because the Russos have been like playing a game of chicken and mouse and saying basically, okay, we're considering everybody, but we don't know who's going to be in it yet.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Obviously, show a little Daredevil. Show some Jessica Jones.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
of course.
Iron Fist against Thanos. Like, come on, guys. Even though that is completely mismatched, I want to see Iron Fist kick some ass.
Right.
Like,
or, fail to kick some ass. That's also
What do you
acceptable.
fail?
It could be humorous for a little bit when he's trying it by
not gonna
himself.
fail.
He's not going to
Yeah.
fail.
All right, guys.
All right,
So
you
it looks
guys
like
have
we
more faith
gotta
in him
wrap
than
it
me.
up, unfortunately.
All right.
So, guys, we got to shout out Ben Dorselius. Dude's awesome.
Yeah.
And the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Facebook fan page. They helped
Go
us
to
out.
there.
Thank you so much. Make
Thank
sure
you
you guys
so
visit
much.
them.
Yeah, everybody, please visit them. They are fantastic.
Totally. All right, guys. So go ahead and subscribe to the stream.tv and watch us next week and tweet us all throughout the hashtag. Remember, Agents of Marvel. And guys, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Myrcella's Ear, MYRCELLAS Ear,
We're gonna have to get into that soon.
Game of
No, you-
Thrones.
Me? No, after you, sir.
Alrighty. You can find me, Hollywookie. That's HOLLYWOOKIEE. Use both E's, spell Wookiee correctly.
All the time. Star
All the
Wars
time.
reference.
Exactly.
All right, guys. I'm
Clement?
Clement Bryant. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Clement Bryant. And you can follow me and Tatiana at The Marvel Report on Twitter and Instagram.
Do it.
And the website.
It sounded like he
Definitely hit
said
us up.
Clement, guys. At the end there, it sounded like he said Clement.
Hey,
Call him Clement. That's his name.
no, do not do
So
that.
messed up. I
Do
can't believe
not
at the
do
very
that.
end you pulled that off.
That's messed up.
I heard it. I heard it.
All right,
Sorry.
guys, signing off from the Stream Studio in Hollywood. Thanks for watching us and have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
Can't believe you brought that up.
I'm sorry.